Okay, welcome back, and we want to continue with the screens, and we're gonna move into the main the main channel now because we want to create the screens for the app itself. Okay, so we created the onboarding screen, and then we created the login, create account, and forget password. So we're gonna create the main screen now. Yeah, which is when you're actually you're inside the app. Okay. So how do we do that? First of all, we do what we normally do. We just need to duplicate any of this. So I'll just choose this one, bring it down. Okay. Yeah. And next thing now is that we want to actually put in the details and everything around. So we are creating an app. Okay. I want to make it, this is what we need to show. This is we've already done the research and everything about the users, and we know the kind of app that they are used to. So we know that there must be an advert, there must be something related to what we are selling, which is the grocery and everything, and there must be an option to buy, there must be an option to do add to the wait list, and there must be an option to add to cart. Okay, so all those things that we've learned, talked about, so we're going to do them right here, right now. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is that I don't think we'll be needing this huge text right here, so delete that. And then we're going to use the other text, so we're going to bring let's just say we're going to bring this. Okay, so we're going to bring this up here. Okay, and then we want to create an ad for so we're going to change this to the home screen. Okay, so home screen. Okay, so we're going to change this to an ad. So we're going to type our order our best selection of grocery products. Okay, so we use this, and then we'll make it left align. Okay, left align, drag it here. Cool. And then we don't need this, we don't need this. There are lots of things we're not going to need right now, so we don't need this. So we're going to be creating a lot of things right now. So we click on this, and then what we do next is that we are going to create a small button underneath. So we just need to Ctrl C, Ctrl V. We drag this down, and then we create a button. Let's say order now. Okay, so how do we create a button? Remember, you double click on the edge and then you create a button. So how do we create a button? Shift A. So Shift A, and then you make the button, let's just say the button should be 5 is good. And then we make the edge rounded, let's just say 10, and then we fill it. How do we fill it? We fill it with let's just say light green, I think. Let's say light green here. Yeah, and then we remember on the selection color, you see the two colors of what you are working on. Click on this, and then you select the dark green. Okay, and so we'll make the light green a bit lighter. So we just need to come here, make it a bit lighter. Okay, and then we drag it down. We'll change this color, we'll change the color. So right now we have this two, and then what we have to do now is I want to create a frame inside the frame. Yeah, I want to create the frame inside this home page frame. So come here. Okay, so create this frame. Okay, good, wonderful. And you can see that when we created the frame, notice on the layer, it takes the frame of the, which is the button, and it takes the text because we did it in a way that it covered the both of them. Now notice anytime you have any text or frame and you draw a frame on top of it that covers it, the frame automatically covers that thing that you have created. Okay, if it's an image that you have, let's just say you have an image here. Let's see, let me show you something. Now look at the layer right here, right? Look at the layer, and then you have an image right now. Let me look for an image we have. Okay, so we have okay, so we choose this one. Let's just choose this one. Okay, okay, so we have this. Let's, okay, so we have, drag it down. Let me show you an example. Okay, so we have this an image right now, and then we go to frame. Okay, so when we click on frame and you see the layer right now, this is just Vecteezy 3D Market Basketful. So when you now draw the frame on top of it, see what happens. You see, it covers it. So take note of that. Okay, so we're going to use that. So yeah, I know why you're wondering why I brought this here, but yeah, we're going to use it right now. So we'll click on the frame that we have with the order now, and let's fill that frame. Let's fill it with light green. Okay, so we have the light green again right here. So what we have to do now is that we have to change the button style. So double click on the frame to select only the button, and then we change the color. Let's change this to, yeah, let's change it to white, and then let's increase the roundness on the side. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so that's good. So we just need to change the text. Let's change the text let's change the text how would I say it? Text, let's change the size of the text to semi bold or maybe bold. Okay, bold works. Okay, so what we do now is that we just click on the text and the order now, drag it down a bit, drag to the right a bit. Yeah, okay, and then we'll click on this one, we'll make it round. Okay, good. So these are things that the information will actually see on shopping apps. So we'll click here, drag it here, and then what you do now is that you press K, reduce the size. Okay, and then what we do is that we press Ctrl X, Ctrl X, Ctrl Ox, Ctrl Ox X. So you press Ctrl X to cut it, and then you click on the frame. Click on the frame. Make sure you are clicking on the frame. Press Ctrl V. Okay, so it's inside the frame. You see, this is what I want it to be. So you put it here like this. Okay, so you have this effect. So our best selection goes your product sold. Okay, so you can increase the size a bit, press V. Yeah, I think this is better. And then you bring this, let's put a style to it, so you can bring it down a bit. And you know why it is affecting like this, because the frame itself is on clip content, remember that. So you double click on this, select your frame, press K, increase the size a bit. So basically you're doing design in Figma, so that kind of thing is cool. Just need to adjust it, and then you're good to go. Okay, good. So you have this right here. We'll add this on the screen, and you can actually add designs to it if you want to. So yeah, if you want to, there are different ways of doing that. So we have this tab here. Next, we want to create the ones on top. So the ones on top are normally what you see on top on most apps is the menu button and your icon, which is your profile picture. Okay, so what we want to do now is I look for menu icon, iconify menu. So we look for a fancy menu, look for the one that you like. I like this one, so we just click on, make sure you're clicking on the main frame of your home screen. So either you select this one. Okay, so you select it and then you press import as frame. Okay, so you drag it up here. Okay, good. And then you put on the fill, make sure the fill is on, and then you do something. Now what we're gonna do is something that you would like. So you remember it's already on a frame, right? It's already on a frame. So what we want to do now, we want to edit that frame to bring out something good from it. Okay, so what you do now is that we have a frame already, so we want to zoom in, and then we make the frame a bit bigger. So how do we do that? You press Control, press Alt on the edge. You see, that's what we wanted to do. So now I want to press Control Shift and Alt, Control Shift and Alt. You see, this is what you want. And then you have we already filled it with white, and we have the background as white. So next thing is that we have already increased the size here, make it a bit, increase again. So remember, you press Control Shift and Alt because it's already on a frame. I want to increase the frame, we don't want to increase the vector. Okay, that's what we're doing right now. And then what we do next is that we make it round. Let's just make it 40. I believe 40 will be good. And what we do now is that we come to your effects. Now I want to add a drop shadow effect. You click here, and then you see, this is what you get. You see what we're doing right now? That's very, very fun. You click on this, and then you edit it. Okay, you make sure you edit it. You can add to your right, add to your bottom, and then you can actually reduce the opacity to about, let's just say 10. Yeah, 10 is okay. Then you can increase the blur, just put it at the edge there, and also you click on this, drag to the right. Okay, press K, increase it. Let's make it let's click on this and let's make it let's just say 50. Yeah, let's make it 50. Yeah, because we've used 50 for, I believe we used it for the icon for Google and the rest of it, so we'll use 50, and then we'll click here, drag it down. Okay, so we are getting there bits by bits. Okay, so the next one will be the user icon right here. And user icon, you know that there are different ways of doing the user icon. You know that you've seen it on different apps. So we're going to use one way of doing it right now on this place. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the user icon, and we're going to put the drop down icon next to it. Okay, which is like you know, edit or edit profile and the rest of it. So what we do now is I will click on this frame. Right, I will click on this frame. I will know that the other one will be here. I will know that the frame is 50 width, 50 height. So we're going to look for something 50-50 here. So what we do now is that we click on a rectangle or a circle. So we choose an ellipse, and then we click on it, and you see the circle form. So what we do now is that we edit it and press 50. and then we'll come here 50, and then we'll make it even together. So we just lock aspect ratio, then we'll drag it to right here. Okay, so now I want to fill this color, this place. So what we want to do now is I want to fill this place with want to do a kind of stylish thing here. So what I want to do now is that I want to make sure that I have the icon, which is the arrow icon here. So let's do the arrow icon first before we go to the next one. So arrow, yeah, this is the type of arrow icon I want. So I click it, and then I import as frame. Okay, so we drag it up, and make sure that you're actually changing colors though. So we change this color. Let's change to 2A, and click on this, change it again, 2A. Okay, and you make sure you change it here too, so that it will affect everything. So 2A. Okay, so we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna make it rotated. So you click on this, make sure you're clicking on the frame like I always say, then you make it round, change it. So how do you do that? How do you rotate it? You can either rotate it from here, just make it 90, or you make it 180. You see, those are different things. So what we are doing now is that we're making it down. So what you do is that you go to the edge here, you can see it changes. So when you hover over the edge, you see this, and then you press shift, click and drag down. So that's how you rotate it. Okay, that's how you rotate it. And so click on this. Now I want to edit this. So when you're when you are here, click here, and then what you do is that you remove the fill first, and then you put a stroke. Now on the stroke, you make sure that the stroke has the green effect. Okay, so we'll change to green, and then we'll make it let's just say 2. Okay, and then we duplicate the ellipse tool now, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Okay, oh sorry, make sure you're selecting the ellipse. Yeah, ellipse selected, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Okay, now for this one you will remove the stroke, and then you go to your fill. Right now on the fill, we want to reduce the width and height. We now select 40. Okay, so 40, we put it into circle. Just make sure we align it in the circle here. Now this is when we're going to use another plugin, and I will show you the plugin that we'll be using. So let's drag it a bit. Okay, so come here, click on this, and then we look for this thing called UI Faces Free AI Avatar. UI Faces Free AI Avatar. Click on it, you wait for it to load. Now when you choose a plugin, it actually replaces what you have before. Okay, so when you choose a plugin, it replaces the plugin you have opened before. Okay, so you click on the circle right now, the one you have inside. Click on the circle, and then you look for an image that you want, maybe a female or a male, or you can actually fill it with your own image, which is still nice. You know, just click on this, and then you upload from your computer. Okay, when you upload from your computer, you look for it in downloads. You can actually go to your documents, and I believe this will be good, so it's better you fill with your image. So you go to picture, and then you go to camera roll, and then you look for your image. You look for me, just look for your image, and then you fill. Okay, so you can either use, I believe the best thing for you to do is to use your image when you're doing this. Okay, so use your image, and then you're good to go. So you have this set. Okay, so what we do next is that we arrange everything on the straight line here. So now we have this straight line on the fix. How do we do that? You now select this, you hold shift, select this, select the select this, and then you select the stroke. Okay, make sure you select the stroke, and if you can't select it, you zoom in by pressing Control and using your Control plus or Control minus to zoom out, or you press and hold Control and then use your middle scroll to scroll in and out. Okay, then you press Shift, you hold Shift, and you click on the arrow here, and you make it aligned by going to your position panel. Click on this, and you see all of them on the straight line. That's wonderful. Well done, well done. You're doing well. That is amazing. You're doing well. You're doing well. And you can see your app come together bit by bit. So right now I want to do this. We select this to ellipse, which is the 2, and then I'll press Shift A, and it becomes a frame. Okay, so it becomes a frame. And then what we do now, after making that a frame, we press Shift 2, click on the arrow, make it a frame 2. So you know that they are frames. Okay, so because that is actually a button on its own. You know, you want to go to your settings and the rest of it, so that's a button on its own. So it's good to make it a frame. Like this is already a frame already, and this is a frame too, and it's an auto layout, so good to go. Okay, so the next thing now, we bring in the details. Now we're going to details now. Okay, so I want to drag this button down. I'm going to possibly use it later, so I need it. So I'll delete all this right here. I don't need them, so we'll delete them. And then we go into the deep now. Welcome to the main event. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now, so please be very attentive. Okay, so now we want to go into the main one, so we'll double click on this, and then I want to just copy this text right here. I will click on the frame of my home screen, paste it, and then I'll drag it down. I already have the red mark there, so I'll click on this, then I press popular items. That works. And then I'll double click on the right side here. Yeah, cool. Cool. And then the next thing I want to do is that I want to make it let's add our product right now. So please pay attention to what we're about to do. Okay, please pay attention to what we are about to do. Okay, so we want to create our product, and when I want to create our product, I want to make it in a way that it's very presentable to the people who want to buy something from the app. Okay, so right now I want to create a product. I want to create it outside. Okay, so for this one, we have the height as 175. We're not going to use 175, and we have the width as 350. We're not going to use 350. So we're going to use something that is smaller than this. Okay, so we're going to create a frame right now. I'm going to select a frame, and then so we're going to just click, and you can see it's big, so we're just going to make it, the width should be about 60, and then we'll make the height let's just say 62. Okay, so now I want to edit that frame. Let's drag it down here. Now let's edit it. So I want to make the width, let's just say 80, and then we'll make the height 80. You see, so we're just calculating how to be here. That's what we're doing now. So let's just say width 120, then we'll make the height 120. Okay, I believe this one will actually work. Okay, so we'll have a frame here. Wonderful. Okay, so the next one is that I want to actually bring in the, now I want to actually create the product right now. This is what we need. So make sure we just highlight everything. I'll drag it down here because we'll be needing them. Okay, so we zoom in right now. Okay, so now let's start with let's bring our cabbage. Okay, now we're bringing our cabbage, we drag it into the frame. Wonderful. So we have the cabbage, we drag it up a bit, and then we start editing our items. Press K, reduce a bit. Okay, so drag it a bit like this, and then now we copy this text. Let's select this, Ctrl C, go to the frame, paste it. Okay, and then double click on it, and then you press just say cabbage. Okay, when we type cabbage, you reduce the size. Let's just say, let's put it as 14. Let's put it as 12. 12 is good. 12, yeah, cabbage. Okay, and then we want to put, now this is where information matters. Okay, so we have the cabbage name here. Okay, so what we do now is that we have cabbage. What we have next, we need the price, and then we need a button to add. Okay, so we need a price, and then we need a button to add to carts. Okay, so we come here, press Ctrl C, Ctrl B, put it down. Now what we want to do now is that we change the, let's change the field to A. Then this field should be 2A. Okay, so we come here, click on this, then we type let's just say it's about $12 or $15, and you can actually add naira too if you want to. So $15, and let's just say, sorry, that's too much. Nobody wants to buy that for 6. And then we have the price before. The price before was about Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Put the price as let's see, about 8. Okay, so this was the price before. The price before has to be reduced. Let's just say we want to make it 8, and want to come here to our field. I'll make it a bit lighter. Okay, so C7 works, and then you click on your type settings right here, type settings, and then we go to strike true. So you see, we have use for everything. You see, nothing is a waste. So strike true, and then we click on this. Okay, so I have this, and put it here, just fix everything. So we can type premium cabbage, yeah, you know, to just add spice to it. So what we do now is that we want to make let's add the add button here, and what we need to do now is that we need to create a button. So we just click here. What I do mostly is that I click on the text, right? This is the text, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and put it right here. Okay, double click on it, and then I just use my plus, you know, plus. But for safety, what I do is that after I click on the plus, I make sure that I know that, okay, this is the point I'm actually adding it right here. So the next thing for me to do is that I create a frame, okay, inside the frame. So I create a frame, and when I'm creating a frame, I make sure that I have my shift hold, so it will be in square, to be in direct square. So what I do is that I delete the text right here, and then I select this my frame. You can see the frame right here on my layer. Okay, so when you select frame, okay, and then when you select the frame, you come here to your iconify. So when you select your iconify, you go to your plus sign. So you're selecting on you are selecting on the frame is already selected, so you click on this plus, and then you press import as frame. and then it will appear inside the frame. Okay, so we need to correct the size, so we just go to 16, I believe, 16, or let's just say 12. Yeah, 12. And then we click on. What we do now is that we select the main frame. Okay, and then if you see that the main frame is actually good, what you do now is select the one inside, which is having the plus, and then you make sure the position is in center. Everything should be in center. Okay, I believe we're getting there. And then we come here, we select the selection colors, and then we select it to white, and then we select the frame. But there are two ways you can do it though. Either you select the frame first, and then you go to fill, and then on the fill you select this place here, you select green, and then afterwards you select this one, and then you go to white. Okay, and then on the main frame, which is the frame you have that is covering the plus frame, you come here and then you change the it to 10. Yeah, so you have the add this thing, make it here, then you arrange it. Okay, that's cool. Well, wonderful. We're doing well. That is great. Done this is the first one, and what we do next is that this is what we have right now, and we want to add maybe you want to add, like, maybe there's a kg or kilogram attached to it. Okay, so what we want to do now is I want to make want to add the size of the cabbage. Okay, so what we do now is that we come to the premium cabbage. We have 12. We have 12. So what we do next is that we have this. You press Ctrl C on text, Ctrl V, and then you drag it down a bit. You double click on it. And then you type, let's just say 0.50 kg. Okay, so you space it, and then let's put the size as 6. 6 is too small. 5. Okay, so we have 5, and we don't want it to be too choked in one place, so we're gonna put the 0.50 kg right here. Okay, so your information is everywhere, so this is 0.50 kg right here. And also, to even make it more fancier, we can just make it in a way that it's inside the square. So we can just use a rectangle to put that, or we can actually put it as a frame, like how we did the buttons. So we just click on the text, we reduce the size top and bottom. Sorry, it's here. If it doesn't work like that, what you do is that you come here, you can see this place here, you reduce it. Yeah, you reduce it, make it let's just say make it 5. Okay, make it 5. And then what you do is that you press Shift A to make it like a button. Okay, and the button, you reduce the height, which is the padding. You change the padding size, change the padding of the top and bottom to 4, and then drag it down. If you have any questions, remember, reach out to me. And when you're done, you just come here, change fill it first. So you fill it, then you come here, select the fill you want. Yeah, this is good. So you have this kind of feel to it. Select your frame, you go up to view what you have. Wonderful. Okay, so now we have this, right? We have this, and you can actually do some editing to it. You can actually do it in a way that, okay, this is you can see the option right here. You can maybe add a stroke to it, but you're not adding the dark stroke. You make it lighter like this. Yeah, light to stroke, and then you can actually add a curve on the edges, on the appearance. You can make it 10. That's good, that's good. You can actually just, after you get this one, now you don't need to actually do much of editing on the rest of it. So what you do next is that you just check to see how it is on your popular items. You can see how good it is. Yeah, this is good. Try it now. So you can actually view it on your home screen right now. Good. So this is good. So when it's on your home screen, you can know that, okay, now I can just press K, and then you can just press K and scale it up a bit. Wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, so right now we have the garbage. We just need to increase a bit, like this. Cool. A bit. Okay, so 170. That's good. So what we do now is that we create more of this, and then we duplicate it. Okay, so we just do Control D, Control D. Okay, so we have different frames of it. Now what we need to do now is that we just need to edit each of them. Okay, so we have this. So what we do now is that when you click on this, you can either just set everything here, or you go to make sure that you're on V. You click on V if you are not seeing this. If you are seeing your editing a panel as this, you press V and then it changes to, sorry, you click on this, you press V and everything will change. So you need to just click on the image right here, and then you click on the image, upload from computer, and then you go to your folder having the documents you downloaded. Since you don't want to actually start picking them from here and editing one by one, you open this, okay, and then you go to your view, make it large, and then you select any of this. You have broccoli, so we can select broccoli. You see, it just takes the exact height and width. So if you see that it is cut, so what you do is that you come here, select this, go to fit, okay, come here and then you go to fit, and then you change the name, so change it to premium broccoli. Broccoli. Yeah, broccoli. Good. So premium broccoli can be, let's just say it's 5. Yeah, we'll just keep on editing, and then we have select this. Remember, come here, select this, then we'll look for something. Let's just say apple. Good. So you come here and then you juicy apple. Maybe a pack would be, let's just say 12. Let's just say 13, and then we'll click on this, make it, yeah, good, and then we'll come here, select this. Let's edit this 80. Yeah, so the same thing will come here, select the image, you come to your right here, click on this place, and then you upload from computer, and then you look for something. Let's see, banana. Okay, so you click on it. Yeah, wonderful. And then you come here, fresh bananas. Okay, so you are getting there. We're getting there. That's wonderful. So bananas, and we come here and leave everything directly. This is good. So we'll have everything set. and we will add the other things. So we just come here, we select everything. So how do we do that? You just, from outside, you just click and drag, select everything, then you press Ctrl D, and you just need to drag it down. Yeah. Okay, so next one, we want to add the remaining things we need. Let's see, double click on this. Yeah, it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna pause and do everything, and then we'll come back and then we'll put everything into the screen. Okay. Okay guys, so we are done putting the details we need, and I believe you do the same too. So I'm just gonna drag this button outside because I believe I'm gonna use it very soon. So I'm just gonna drag it outside here, and then I'm gonna put in the details for the popular item. So what we do now is that you're gonna select everything, right? And then what we do now is that we're gonna reduce the spacing between them. Yeah, I believe this is 11, I think. Let's just say 12. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna use the top, select everything only on the top, right? Select the top, everything on top, the frame. Okay, make sure you're selecting the frame, then you press Shift A to create an auto layout, and then what we do now is that we have an auto layout, right? So what we do when we have an auto layout like this, we want to I want you to do something again. Just watch me what I do. Okay, we have actually made it an auto layout. So the next thing for us to do now is that we are going to drag it into the frame we have here. Okay, we'll drag it into the frame we have here, and this is what we're going to be having. Okay, so you can see how it's flowing. You can see how it flows. Okay, popular items, and then we have popular items underneath it. And also, I'm going to teach you something. Just watch this. Now I'm going to duplicate this. Ctrl C. So Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Let me just paste it outside. Okay, so I'm going to drag it outside here. Now this is a frame, right? We have a frame. So now watch what I want to do. Okay, I want to create another frame. Yeah, I want to create another frame, and I want the frame to be the width of the screen is 430. So we're going to do 430. So let's look for 430. This is around 430. 430. Okay, so let's look for 432. Press V, and then 430. Let's change to 430. Okay, 430. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna press Ctrl Shift and then your brackets, the bracket after P. Yeah, after P you do that. Okay, and then you select the frame you have, right? This frame. Press Ctrl X, then press Ctrl V. Okay, press Ctrl X, Ox. Okay, and then now you reduce the frame a bit. Okay, so what should I want to do now? If I click on this frame, and then if I go to prototype and I go to no scrolling, it doesn't scroll. Okay, but if I click on this and then I make sure that it's actually scroll parent, and then I select this horizontal, if I'm actually here, I can actually scroll it to my left and right. Okay, let me show you how that works. So if I come here, horizontal, you can see. So basically what you do is that you leave here. So no scrolling, just go no scrolling on the frame inside, but this main frame outside, right? This is where you do the you make the for the type, and then you change it to horizontal. Okay, so it will help us later on. Let's end this tutorial for here. We'll explain it more on the next video. Okay, so well done if you've done all this, and we will do the buttons underneath in the next video.